All right, here we are. I'm just showing Justin's about to board a flight. What's this? Okay, sorry, I'm just doing a ting here. Leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when you'll be back again. I'm just in the mood to chill out tonight. Unless it's really quiet. Hey, Celtic. Unless it's really quiet, I wasn't going to make a cocktail video. And if it's really quiet, I'll make a short cocktail video to fill in a bit of time. And if it's really, really quiet, I'll make another one. I'm just thinking of vibe night tonight. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Le Chat. Le Chat Noir. Something like that. So I literally was playing a little mobile game and I'm just clearing the level that I was on. Okay, let's get all these things popping up. Oh, okay. What's all that about? Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. What the fuck? Fuck off. Jesus. Okay, that's a bit more like it. Okay, now I can switch it off. There we go. Hey, home for the elderly. How's it going? Ooh, Justin has a unique plane. Well, I don't have the Discord open. I should have the Discord open. What's happening on the Discord? A Qantas Link plane. What's unique about it? The artwork on it. It's not come up that well in the picture. Looks like a smaller plane. Is that my imagination? Do I just not know anything about planes? All right, no, it does have a paint job. Ooh, your Starwood arrived. Are you saving it, or are you going to have a taste? Or which of these things? Oh, God, also, if I remember rightly, you were telling me the Archie Rose Orange Curacao whiskey was really good, and I was barely resisting getting it. And now they're doing that free premix cans thing again. 12 cans, that's like $75 retail for free if you buy a bottle. And I'm like, ugh, maybe I'll just have a thing. So it's an A220. It is smaller. Okay, there you go. So I'm not completely oblivious about planes. That plane is smaller. Ooh, I was going to get some people. I got distracted by one thing. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you've just bought Archie Rose and they've just done the free cans thing. Get into another bottle? Why not? Ooh, now we've got enough comments. I can... Still doing the show comment thing. Okay. All right, so that's it. HX4A. Please. VHX4A. Oh, yeah, okay, it's painted green. That actually came up when I searched for it. Oh, you're not cracking the new one? Okay. Tinkle the Honeycomb. It is so good. It really is. Okay, I'm going to just be for a second. Get a little bit of it. By second, I mean less than a minute. Obviously more than a second. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so that was not a disaster, but it's not exactly stellar experience. There we go. Oh, yes, you're saying you had a movie night on Saturday? Civic TV? That's not good, Celtic. Oh my God. Yeah, no. Like, this is one of my oldest cocktail shirts. Not sure it was in the first lot I bought, but if it was not in the first lot, it was in the second lot I bought. So about 4 years ago now. God, time flies. Yep, that is like best clarified cocktail. A little bit tight. Well, I'm trying to lose weight, then it'll be less tight. Hey, Pat. Section 32, you mean Star Trek? Pat's good. Like to hear that you're good, mate. Section 31. What's Section 32? What are we talking about? There were rumors that Disney Lucasfilm want to do something with Bix, Andor's partner, Cassian's partner. Sequel to Section 31. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I doubt they would call a sequel to Section 31 Section 32. With a great big asterisk, I could be wrong. So Pat's got a movie review in. And it's Lilo and Stitch. The live action. Which I saw the animated one in the cinema when my young'uns were young'uns. It's a pretty good Disney animation. I have no idea what they've done with this remake. Vidi speaks to Yahweh. I ran into a whole bunch of people who were talking to Yahweh or someone who wasn't there recently. He's not unique. Do you have access to Microsoft Copilot AI at work? Probably file that under yes and no. Like, yes. I think there are versions of it. If you use it a lot, it starts saying we're going to dumb down what we're doing. That's a very classy dinner, Safa. Spag bol and nugs. I made mac and cheese. Sorry, Hannah, the Brisbane weather lost its fucking mind. 22, 28, 22. Yeah, well, you're that far north, crazy things happen. Oh, Hope for the Elderly, they're ridiculous. I haven't watched any of them, but the way Disney's milking it is just friggin' weird. Yes, I know I can access it. I said I have it. Yes. The next question is, do I use it? No. There's a spectrum of reasons I don't use it. You know, hopefully, I don't think they've had, I could be wrong, but I don't think they've had huge success with any of these remakes. It's not something I really keep my eye on. I'm not fingering the pulse of Disney movies and how well they do or don't do. But the impression that I get is that they're not doing that well. Oh, am I wrong? They're making megabucks? Let's look at their box office. There is a free version of Copilot Safa, and the more advanced version you pay for, like all those AI models, or there's a limited number of free uses of it, and then you have to pay something like that. Okay, let's bring up Box Office Mojo. Box Office Mojo. Okay. Okay, so which one? Okay, Lion King. I remember they did Lion King. Lilo and Stitch had the biggest opening of the weekend, like 3 times bigger than Mission Impossible. So certainly got a 94. Okay, so the 2019 Lion King CGI one. Okay. Budget $250,000. Worldwide 1.6 billion. So yes, they made a fuckload of money on The Lion King. What's another one? I know more recently they did Snow White. Like, I think that's quite recent. 2025, in fact. Has it been released? So it's, don't know what its budget is. Made 200 million worldwide so far. And I'd say it's peaked. It's been out for 2 months. What was another one they did? I can't even. Oh, Mulan. That's another one. Aladdin. Wow, really? Aladdin. I didn't even remember that they did Aladdin. $2019. Budget 183 million. Globally made over $1 billion. Damn. See, they are making. That's why they keep doing it. Oh, there you go. An ad on the Facebook post about StreamYard. There is an affiliate code thing on there, if I remember rightly. Justin, if you can't touch the data security of Copilot. Okay. Copilot is explicitly taking everything you put into it and using it to further train the model. When Microsoft say different, they're lying. Okay. So, okay, Disney is going to keep doing this because they keep making money. Like I said, Lilo and Stitch opening weekend 3 times higher than Mission Impossible. Oh God, have they already? Do you mean movies generally or Disney? Okay, let's go outside of Disney. When was the last time a remake actually made money? Rain, that is all AI. That is all large language models. Every single company is lying through their fucking teeth. They are absolutely untrustworthy. I don't trust Microsoft on anything. It's like saying Justin, it's like saying don't use a hammer because if you hit yourself in the head with a hammer, you'll hurt yourself. But we've gone from Microsoft hammer to Microsoft handgun, and Microsoft is saying, yeah, just fire this in the vicinity of your head. You'll be fine. Well, that was what I was saying. The interesting thing is its opening weekend 3 times higher than Mission Impossible. Okay, Minecraft was the big surprise. Everyone was predicting Minecraft movie would be a complete disaster. And it was a friggin' huge hit. Even beyond money, it had its cultural zeitgeist thing with people doing unhinged shit and in the cinemas. So it's like one step beyond how much money it makes. It had that cultural impact with Chicken Jockey and whatnot. Right? Are you defending Microsoft? I mean, I don't defend any of these tech companies. They're all steaming piles of shit. They're all completely untrustworthy. They're all fucking liars. I mean, it's been a while since Microsoft have been the most high-profile liar and the most high-profile criminal company. They've been overtaken by Meta. Chinese animation, which I kind of want to see. Like apparently like 90+% of the box office and I'll be pronouncing it wrong. I'm sure it's not Nazar. I'm sure it's pronounced differently to that. But apparently 90+% of the box office is China. Huge hit. China doesn't need to buy movies from Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, I think there's been great action films coming out of China since the 90s. There's been a whole heap that I've loved. They've all been friggin' propaganda too. Minecraft. Used an alternative way to view it. I get what you're laying down there. Yeah, well, it's just an incredible hit. I don't know if I'll ever watch it. So Thunderbolts was mildly profitable. I think I could be wrong, but I think what Marvel may take heart from is that Thunderbolts was actually well received critically and from fans because no one had given a shit about the last few Marvel movies, and they really want to build up to the Doomsday movie, bringing the Avengers back, the new Avengers. Yeah, it's like the peak for Marvel movies was 15 years ago or something. The New World Order or whatever the fuck it was called, Brave New World, it was inexplicable. And hello, Madam Butterfly, by the way. It was inexplicable, that whole thing. The movie's structured for the reveal of Red Hulk to be a big thing right at the end, and it's in the fucking trailers. It's like, okay, if you can't hold yourself back from putting it in the trailer, don't make it the big reveal. Yes, I know everyone uses Microsoft. And it's friggin' dancing on razor blades, honestly. The dependency on it is, God, it's almost like a drug dependency. It's terrible. And my last little bit of my fig jam cocktail. The next one I make is going to be Lily Pilly Jam. This is going to be Lily Pilly Jam. I've seen all the Venom movies. I find them mildly entertaining. Yeah, but it's also, look, it would be okay if Red Hulk only had 10 minutes of screen time if it was a genuine surprise and a genuine reveal. Now, I said this on another stream. If your actual bad guy in the movie is too shit to even mention in the trailer, and so you feel like, oh, we've got to tell everyone what the reveal. Don't have it be revealed. Have Red Hulk in it from the fucking start. The reveal could be who Red Hulk is or whatever, but Jesus. I actually didn't go in today. I was going to, and Mrs. Angry's been having migraines and wanted to work from home. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm working from home too. Because I was going to go to a big seminar thing tomorrow. Now I don't think I want to go to that either. Because fuck it all is what I'm saying. So, yeah. Yesterday, Monday's the quietest day. I'll tell you what, I went out on Monday night. Called it the triple birthday, because it was like my birthday last month and Mrs. Angry's last week and young Mr. Angry's next week. So we said, well, let's just have a get together where we'll go out, and young Mrs. Angry was there too. Stayed in the city after work, met up with Mrs. Angry a little bit early. We went to the bar that regularly gets rated best cocktail bar in Australia. Like when they get worldwide best bars and you get a few Australian bars on the list, Caretaker's Cottage tends to be the highest rated one in Australia. And it's always packed out. And I thought, oh, Monday, relatively early. Maybe we could actually get inside because Mrs. Angry's never been in there. I've been in there a few times, but not for quite a while because of how crowded it's been for the last couple of years. And we did. We got in, sat down, had a couple of drinks, and they were super good, just incredibly good drinks. And then we went to a rooftop place called Bomba, some like Spanish tapas food. We just got a whole bunch of different things and shared them, and actually had decent cocktails there too. And then went home. And maybe that's why I didn't want to go to work today. I don't know. We aren't going back to pen and paper unless we are. We are. Look, I'm super cynical because I work in cybersecurity. I feel like we, as in, you know, capitalist civilizations, we're playing like Russian roulette with like 3 bullets in the chambers. And we just keep spinning and go click, so far so good. Click, so far so good. Look back at 2024. Sequels, remakes, reboots. Dune, Megamind, Kung Fu Panda 4, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, Godzilla Kong, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Okay, Rottweiler dude. I don't know if that's a joke or you're being really retro. Didn't Norton get outed for basically being malware? I have some vague memory of that. Freaking yum. Oh man, that is just particularly good. Yeah, it's basically it's like I've worked in IT for 30 years and I just have such a low opinion of IT vendors. It's just like fucking lying scumbags, all of them. Just fucking lying scumbags. Oh, good. You're still rabbiting off the movies. Furiosa, Bad Boys, Inside Out 2, Despicable Me 4, Beverly Hills Cop 4, Roadhouse Remake, Twisters, Aliens, Joker, Gladiator, Venom, Paddington. Yeah. I'm sure someone who is a real cinephile could list a bunch of new things too. But no, you're absolutely right. That was the other thing. Disney did a live action of Moana, didn't they? I just want to look that up. I just wonder which of these Disney remakes do well. Oh, no, it's not coming out till next year. Okay. I thought it had already come out. Maybe it's just the Moana 2 animation I was thinking of. Wow, there's a 1926 documentary called Moana. And it got released in 2015. Filmmaker Robert J. Flaherty presents a docu-fictional account of a family living in a Samoan village in the early 1920s. I'm confused by the listing of this. Did it get released somewhere in 2015? Anyway, weird. Game Boy. Oh, John McAfee is such a weird and bad person. He was a subject of Behind the Bastards. Hey, Fallen Dreams, how are you doing? Hope you're fine. Yeah, I think there were several John McAfee episodes of Behind the Bastards. The last one, which was made before he died, because he's dead now, if I remember right. The last one, I think, was titled John McAfee Isn't Funny Anymore. Because, wow, he was an extreme character. And certainly McAfee's antivirus stuff was a complete friggin' scam. But that's Tick, okay? Just full of scammers, basically. Okay, I'm pointing here because that's where I see the on-screen chat. But everyone tells me it's actually here. Wait, I might be able to change the settings. So it's, am I mirrored? If I don't mirror my camera. Okay. So do I still look the same to you? Did anything change just now? Because, okay, now, am I pointing at it now? Or am I not pointing at it now? Nothing changed? But am I pointing at the chat now? Nothing changed. I think it's just changed presentation to me. Oh, I am okay. So the reason, although it's still extremely weird to me that it did it, I had it set to give me the view of me being mirrored because that's less confusing. But for some reason, it presents the chat and the name to me on the same sides no matter what. And that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why they would do that. Oh, yes. Mirrored is less confusing when you're a user. Oh, Justin. Oh, you hadn't taken off yet. Okay. So, yeah, I've to touch up my appearance. Do I look beautiful now? It said it was going to touch up my appearance. I still look the same. What a ripoff. I had, for my work teams, I had the flattering. Oh, wait. No. Did it actually change? Oh, no, I've got an AI face. See, it's small enough for me. Okay, I'll switch it off. If it's that weird, I'll switch it off. Because, I don't know, it's that small for me. I can't really see much difference. But yeah, I had the flattering soft focus on Teams at work. And I had that stupid red mark on my forehead. I think it's just starting to fade. But Teams was trying to remove the blemish. But so when I moved around when I was talking, it would keep trying to blank out the blemish and then it would reappear. It was funny. So that's why I do it. So I just have a smooth plastic head, like an AI generated image. I should have a cartoon avatar. I should become a VTuber. I think that's the future for me, actually. Have a cat girl avatar and a voice changer and just go on Twitch for 12 hours a day saying, "Notice me, senpai." That's where the money is. That's what I reckon, anyway. I'm kind of surprised StreamYard hasn't introduced like VTuber filters. I think maybe they're trying to be serious because, of course, various overlays and whatnot have been default on some webcam programs for like a decade. Yeah. VTubers are funny. Yeah, it literally is. It's like it's cognitive dissonance. It's you see one thing, you hear another, and your brain's going, "I'm having trouble putting those things together." You're like, "Come on, brain, get it together." And brain's going, "Nah, I don't like it." So that's all there is to it. Oh man, I was just thinking of mixing a drink. I'm gonna have a mineral water, I think. I had another moment of inner strength recently, and happened to be in a Woolies bottle shop, and they had some clearance stuff, and it was clearance. And knowing that if I pushed the guy, he might make it even cheaper, I was so tempted, but I didn't. So you were switching up Plex, thought it would take you an hour, but took you 4. That sounds like a normal technology job. I did delete the arrow photos on channel on Discord, just from talking to my artist friends. It's fucked and evil. So the AI companies are soulless monsters. So user requested a few shows, Amazing World of Gumball. Oh, Gumball's such a funny show. I don't know the other one, Star versus the Forces of Evils. Yeah, AI slop. It's just the fact that those companies can't exist unless they steal the original works of countless artists and undermine the lives of countless artists. They are just evil, soul-sucking filth. So you got an animated folder. But do you separate kids animation and adult animation? Because that's a whole ball game. Well, I've watched quite a few episodes of Crapopolis now. It's entertaining. If you know history, there's lots of history jokes in Crapopolis. It's quite entertaining. I like also that Crapopolis is more sort of low key than Rick and Morty, whereas I like Rick and Morty. But I like that Dan Harmon made something that has just an incredibly different vibe. When you're at work in the Melbourne office, you're going to swipe left or right in real life. Oh yeah, I know the new Rick and Morty is available. I probably won't get around to watching it till the weekend. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. I haven't watched The Last of Us yet, and I'm paranoid that someone's going to spoil it. Yes, Aidsy lived right near Northcote Shopping Centre. Northlands, where the machete fight thing is different. Oh, so it was actually a guy from Canberra who you saw. Wow, that's a real small world moment. Yeah, Northlands is near Northcote, but Northcote Plaza is little. Recently in the news when someone crashed a car into it. Northlands, where the machete fight was, is different, but in the same general area. You see, Canberra's too small. Could you imagine being gay in Dubbo when I grew up? There was like, what's the line from Little Britain? The only gay in the village? There was like one open. Actually, I think he declared he was bisexual, but there was one openly queer guy in the whole town. Obviously, he was not the only queer guy because he was getting action, but other people weren't out. So, Daffit. Yeah, I think he was the Welsh version of David. Oh, that's That's such a 90s sentence. Home for the elderly, going to the movies and playing at Time Zone. Mind you, some of the malls, Southlands, still has a video arcade. Yes, that was one of the running jokes that Daffett could have had relationships, but was obnoxious. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And in fact, I'm sure in country towns, homophobes, uh, we've heard lots of cases of Grindr being used to trap people and attack them. All right, so there is still an arcade in Northlands, but not Time Zone. Mandra's getting Time Zone and Starbucks. It's all happening. Okay, my desk is sticky. Every time I go to move the mouse, palm of my hand, I get stuck. I thought I wiped this down. There's nothing visible, but anyway. Safa, I did actually get a notification today that there was something in the PO box, but as I mentioned, did not go into the city today. Yeah, broadly, I think that's right. With Australia, it's been less of the puritanical thing that you get in the US. Yes, the original Pride Parade was violently attacked by the cops. And they came back the next year, yep. Yes, there was a bit of respect for coming back. And now, of course, the cops want to be in Pride and like, oh, why do people think cops shouldn't be in Pride, you know? Why indeed? Deary me. But, you know, that's the world we live in. I don't think... I was thinking some stuff I could have flavored my mineral water with. It's all out in the fridge. I think I can't be bothered to go out and get it. My lime cordial or my lime bitters mix. Both would probably taste good in there, but I can't be bothered going out to the fridge and getting it. I'll just drink my mineral water as it is. It's not even accurate to say au naturel because it's not au naturel. It's flavored. Is that a quote? Whether it's God or a gun, same, only fear under another name. All right, look, I got things over here I have to shake. This is brandy with the apples that I made my syrup. Wow, I think like the apples are really absorbing the brandy. I'm going to have to... They're soaking up half the booze. I don't want to waste it. I'm going to have to squeeze those apples with the potato ricer. Oh, was that Max Q? Okay, see, I thought you were quoting something. This, because I've done this before, and I'm due to make more of the syrup, so I'm going to end up with more of the apple. So I'd kept... The apple's like preserved by the sugar content. I've kept it in the fridge, and it was still yummy and hadn't gone moldy because it's in the fridge and preserved in sugar. So I'm making a brandy liqueur out of that. And this is my Lily Pilly gin. I'll leave that for about another week. I must have put way more syrup in the last one. Anyway, I'll leave that for another week or so. I might put the brandy in a barrel as well. I have a potato rice set. Is good. Have you not taken off yet? I thought you took off like half an hour ago. You've been sitting on the plane for half an hour. Yes, good old Max Q was Michael Hutchinson's take at credibility because he was the biggest pop star in Australia, but he wanted to get with some serious musos and do something artsy for credibility. And that's fine. I absolutely get where he was coming from. Safa, just don't buy it unless it's half price, mate. It's always at some point half price. Wait, I'm thinking I will flavor it. I got my shrub. Mandarin shrub. I'm just going to kick the flavor up a little bit. Just use a little bit. Wiggle it just a little bit. All right. Oh, and that's right, yes. And Ollie Olsen did do the Dogs in Space soundtrack as well. Justin's up in the air. I think I watched all of Dogs in Space once, probably on video, not in the cinema. Don't think it made a huge impression on me. But okay, my one claim to fame is I was in a car with some friends and we were just coming up to sorry, Darlinghurst. What's the Oxford Street? Jesus Christ, the main street. Okay, so we were just coming up to Oxford Street, Darlinghurst, and out of the car park for this hotel, expensive hotel, these motorcycles rode up. We looked at it and we realized lead motorcycle was Michael Hutchence and Kylie Minogue. And we came up to a red light. We stopped. And I think it was smart for him, actually ran the red light. Because if he'd stopped at a red light on Oxford Street, approximately a 90% chance they would have been recognized and mobbed. But yes, there was that brief moment where Michael Hutchence and Kylie Minogue pulled up on a motorcycle right next to me. I stopped for the red light. They didn't. I reckon would that be one of my bigger ones? Probably. Safa, what year was that? I don't know, dude. Go look up when were Kylie Minogue and Michael Hutchence a thing. I did probably prefer he died with a falafel in his hand. I was more of a fan of Noah, what's his name? Yeah. 88 or 89 sounds right. So like my first or second year in Sydney. Yes, Safa, Oxford Street, Darlinghurst. That might have been the hotel where he... Oh. 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 So, it's a funny old world. I have not had a run-in with any sort of fame for, I don't know, a decade or more. Not that I can think of anyway. And I also think like the last run-in with fame was not like pop star fame. When I went to a YouTube live event in what was it? It was in San Francisco. Big concert. But anyway, the YouTube founders and the Google founders were just behind me in the seats. And the only one I recognized was Chad Hurley, YouTube founder. And I said hi and he waved. So I've got a YouTube video saying hi to him and him waving. But I lost major nerd points because he was sitting next to the Google founders. And I didn't recognize them. I should have shaken they would have been the richest people I'd ever shaken hands with. If I'd have it was Sergey and the other guy. If I'd shaken hands with them, I think Chad Hurley, because I did shake hands with him, I think Chad Hurley is the richest person I've shaken hands with. But the Google guys are like 100 times richer than him. So if I'd shaken hands with them, that would have been the richest person I'd shaken hands with. Just because there are famous people in Melbourne. That's the name I was trying to remember. Larry Page. Yeah, it was Larry and Sergey. And I lost so many nerd points when I'm going, oh, look, I'm sitting in front of Chad Hurley. And people went, and that was Larry and Sergey as well. No, was it? Whoops. I didn't recognize them. Lost big nerd points for that. But that was okay. But that's now, I love doing, where Four Truths, One Lie. One I almost always win. Where it's going like, I'm going to talk about, acts I've seen live. Because in this show, there was Akon and Katy Perry and a couple of other things that were really unlikely for me to have seen. So I can say things I've seen live, and I can throw in a couple left field ones that I have seen, and then put in Akon and Katy Perry, and people are going, he doesn't go to Katy Perry concerts. Grace Jones was Sydney, New Year's Eve at the Hordern Pavilion. So if you don't remember right now, was a New Year's Eve party at the Hordern Pavilion where Grace Jones was the star attraction. And I stayed there till fucking dawn. And a friend I was with said like, hey, we could get into the VIP room because everyone's gone home. So we did, just have somewhere comfortable to sit. And Grace Jones came back while we were there, riding another woman like a horsey. Yeah, it was Sydney. I'm trying. Oh. Who famous have I seen in Melbourne? I got interviewed by Sam Fuckhead for the Footy Show one time. I was walking down the street and they were doing Vox Pops. Sam Newman, that's his name. I don't know, because I never watched the Footy Show. I don't know if the street interview he did with me ever went on the Footy Show. Oh, did you see it? See, I never watched the Footy Show because I just didn't. I fucking heard him. Yeah, he's not very smart, though. It's not a major achievement to own him. He's not very smart. Oh, you told me the story. Okay. Sorry, yeah. No, of course. Okay, that's probably my biggest Melbourne brush with fame. Although my most Melbourne moment ever was where I was actually working at Victoria University, which is in Footscray. And I was walking up from, I don't even remember where, but walking towards Franco Cozzo. And there's that huge mural of Franco Cozzo with his arms outstretched. And I got my phone out and going, take a little picture of the Franco Cozzo mural. And there's some old guy like washing his car in the street underneath. And I walked down there and I realized it was actually Franco Cozzo. And I stopped to talk to him and he was absolutely lovely. and absolute gentleman. And I said, okay, it's an imposition, but it would just make my day if I could take your photo. If you could stand under the mural and do the arms outstretched thing, I take a photo. He goes, "Oh, for you, my friend, of course." And he did it. Most Melbourne thing that has ever happened to me. Getting a picture of Franco Cozzo posing under the Franco Cozzo mural. Yeah. Don't watch the show all that much either. Is it still a thing? Do they still air it? I don't even know if it's still a thing. I'm trying to think, any other Rachel seeing Rachel Griffith at the supermarket? She's just doing a grocery shopping. It's only a Sunday footy show now. Oh, I suppose nothing lasts forever. Now racking my brains for, was there anyone else famous? Not that I can think of. But, you know. I guess it's down to what you think too. Like getting to meet Steve the bartender at a gin show in Melbourne. That was a highlight for me. And then hanging out drinks afterwards in a pub. That was good. It was with Kirsten and some other people. And after the event, I went, and it was like some loud clubby place. And like, we were like, this kind of sucks. Look, oh, these people want to be here. That's fine. Let's go somewhere quiet and go, let's go to the Catfish, which was like a tram ride. And so we went there. And these other people must have heard us say, let's go to Catfish, because they showed up like 15 minutes later. And so then we all just got to hang out for a while, which was nice. So that's my modern sort of celeb, Australia's top YouTube cocktail channel, Steve the bartender. But, you know, it's all good, as they say. What else is happening on top things on... So I still got Box Office Mojo up. All right, so they got forward... Sorry, I'm just looking. They got forward projections. Avengers Doomsday is supposed to be out next year. Were they originally saying May? Now they're saying December. And then the follow-up, Secret Wars, a year later, was going to be May 2027, is now going to be December 2027. Oh, okay. Top movies. I like this. Top movies of 2025. Minecraft. Top of the tree. Sinners is second. I mean, that's good. Jesus, apparently Captain America Brave New World, isn't it? But Lilo is just number 4 and it's only just come out. Wait, this is confusing. I think that's just domestic. So let's see. Captain America, 415 million worldwide. Probably barely made its budget back. Thunderbolts, worldwide, 355 million. Box Office Mojo shits me because sometimes it tells you the budget of the movies and sometimes it doesn't. The inconsistency shits me. Are you at the bar? Rugby Melbourne Storm game. Kevin Harrington gave to the bar. And Underbelly had just come out. Oh, Oh God, was that? Oh yeah, because it didn't get released because of was that one about Carl Williams? And the flip side was a series from the 80s or 90s called Blue Murder that was about Sydney gangsters, was never shown on Sydney TV. Nice, give me the bar. But then you had to act cool. Back at work, anything happy? Your boss won't be in. Well, that's pretty good. Are we talking about Gilsco Hot Chocolate Volume 12? It's your latest movie? Oh, yeah, so he played Jason Moran's dad. Okay. Underbelly. Yeah, the one I'm talking about predates Underbelly by at least a decade or so. It's called Blue Murder. I've got it on disc. It's about Roger Rogerson, one of the most corrupt cops ever in Australia. That's fucking saying something. Even cop defenders can't really defend Roger Rogerson because he took out hits on other cops. Surffield Prissy, that name is vaguely familiar. Don't know who that is. Dipper. Speaking of Melbourne, Dipper. What? Dipper asked about your eye, or Phil Brady asked about your eye? Gee, if it was Dipper, I'd expect him to be doing it in an empathetic and gentlemanly way. But Phil Brady, name who I only vaguely know. You're saying he's rude. Dipper's lovely. Yeah, no, he actually does have a fairly positive reputation and interactions with human people. I was Dipper asked about Joe. No, see the thing. I suspect he'd do it in an empathetic and supportive way. Phil Brady was on 3AW. Okay. Yeah, just vaguely familiar name to me. You know, just randomly, I want to make an old fashioned with the new Starwood. I did make a Sazerac with it, which was extremely good. I just want to make a simple old fashioned. Task to do on Thursday. Make some more of this syrup. God forbid I think it's in here. Like ferment. Yes, it is. Oof. Little pop. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Und next, the bitters. Do aromatic bitters. You know what? Dash orange bitters too. And that's a good. That's good. Oh, you don't like the wax lids? Yeah. Bit of a hassle. At least, okay, on the co-ferment one, they've got a proper bit of paper under it. It's very easy to open. The number of booze bottles with the wax lids where they're a real fucker to get open, I do not like, where you got to use a knife or something. Yeah, at least the Kofament one is quite easy. Mine was quite easy to get open. Fucking yum. God damn. That's some good shit. Oh, yeah. I was like this close to watching Freaky Tales last weekend. Never got around to it. Okay, I might watch it this weekend. Might be a recovery movie. Still working my way through. Oh my God. Fucking Mobland is so full on. Like, I'm like, okay, I genuinely don't know where this is going. Yeah, I mean, a movie that's got both Pedro Pascal and Mendo in it. I mean, hell yes. Most definitely. Of course, I had my baguette on the weekend, Safa. Yeah, Mobland's really good. As I've mentioned before, like it's a Guy Ritchie show, and almost all the crime stuff Guy Ritchie's done has been comedic, like it's been action drama, but with comedic elements. No comedic elements in Mobland. Oof, it's tough stuff. Safa, the movie with Mendo and Pascal is it's like an anthology movie. It's called Freaky Tales. Set in the 80s, if I remember rightly. So I might watch that this weekend. Recovery movie on either Saturday or Sunday. But I suppose I'll have Rick and Morty to watch as well. Safa, no, it's not an old movie. It's a year or two old. Was it literally only released in 2025? I thought it might have been 2024. Oh, fucking yum. Okay, that Starwood Kofament is really fucking good. Yum. Some good stuff. Just sipping away at that. No, Home Field Elderly, I think you're probably right. Well, yeah, 2024, 2025. Much of a muchness. I don't know. Ooh, what did it do on Box Office Mojo? Was it actually released in cinemas? Let's have a look. It was Freaky Tales 2024. Yeah, it wasn't released in cinemas. Okay. But that's okay. That's the thing with streaming movies. So why do we have so many remakes, spin-offs, reboots? What is the reason? Is it the streaming services? People don't want to go to the cinema, take a chance on the movie. They don't know. But of course, Sinners put the lie to that. It's like the second biggest movie this year. Actual original content. So people need good movies to go and see. Celtic, I don't have a favorite movie to stream. Yeah, but all I'm saying is, and the reason we get the shitty remakes, reboots, adaptations, etc., is the people who make the decisions at the studios are hyper conservative, and they absolutely believe that a known quantity is worth 10 times, 100 times more than original content. Mickey 17 flopped, did it? See, I don't even track these things. Mickey 17. Bong Joon-ho, have we say his name? Yep, only made 130 million worldwide. Its budget was probably bigger than that. Let me see if I can find something that says what its budget is. $118 million. So when you take into account marketing, it didn't really make money. Bong Joon-ho. I think I said his name right. Novocaine did okay. I haven't watched it yet because the central premise of Novocaine, guy who can't feel pain, and that's somehow a good thing, that shits me up the wall because that's a really bad thing. But I've kind of heard people like it. What movies would I make? Excellent question. Easier question to ask, Madam Butterfly. If I was offering a celebrity one of my drink creations, it would be this clarified cocktail I made, which is like best clarified cocktail I've ever made, and it's really unique. Oh, what's your? You should have heaps of movie ideas, Home for the Elderly. Okay, no, that's cool. You keep your ideas. I mean, yeah, if I was making a movie, it'd probably end up being like action or sci-fi. Actually, if I could adapt something, it would be something from the incredible back catalogue of 2000 AD, the British comic that features Judge Dredd. It remains a mystery to me how content from 2000 AD hasn't been adapted. It's been running since the 70s, and they've had so many good long running stories, dozens and dozens of unique concepts to cater to all sorts of audiences. Does my head in that the only adaptation's been Dredd. I don't know what the fuck is going on there, if they've avoided it, if they're just bad at marketing. But there should have been 20 movies and streaming series based on 2000 AD content. God, Strontium Dog, even just the half dozen top ones. Strontium Dog, Rogue Trooper, Halo Jones. Damn. What would be the other big ones? Oh, there's a really good vampire one. Devlin War. Swimming in Blood. It's incomprehensible to me how 2000 AD, with bordering on 50 years of content, it hasn't been adapted. I can't wrap my head around how their content hasn't been adapted because they've got so much good content. Home for the Elderly. What did you put on the Discord? Oh, you messaged me. Okay. Yeah, okay. That is an awesome story, and I'm not going to share it. I am going to tell you it's a good pitch. I know it's a good pitch. This is a different idea, but not 100 miles removed from yours. There's an old Roald Dahl short story. The guy who's famous for his books, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, and The Witches, and a few others have all been adapted. Um, and he wrote a lot of short stories for adults, and they're alternatively raunchy and violent. But he had one where this guy who's a con artist who wanders around um, the back lanes of England, trying to find people who don't realize they've got uh, uh, valuable antique. And like he dresses up as a priest, and he finds these people, and they've got this thing. I don't know the language, but it's a wooden thing, like for a bathroom, and he realizes what it is. It's this priceless thing. It was made by like an artisan in the 18th century, and two of them have been discovered, and he's found another one. And it'd be worth thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds, and these hicks don't realize they've got it. And so he fakes them out, and he has a couple ways to hide that this is actually old and valuable. But he goes, "Oh, but the legs on it, I like the legs. I could use those, and so I'll give you like a few pounds for it." And they negotiate, and they come up with a, and the country folk are really happy with the deal. And then the parson goes, "I'll just go get my car." And he's because he's driving this huge fucking panel van because he's trying to get stuff, but he hides it because it would make people. This is oh, you're a Roald Dahl fan, Parson's Pleasure. Okay. Uh, uh, and yeah, and so he goes to get his panel van, and they just go, "Oh, he's going to back out. He'll never get this car. What sort of priest has a car that will fit this big bit of furniture in?" And they say, "Okay, Yenny wants the legs." And so they saw the legs off, which of course destroys the item. Very ironic. You're a huge Roald Dahl fan. Nice. I think I've read most of his short stories. Have I ever considered doing or producing porn? Yeah, I'd get really awkward, Celtic. My script would be like, "Okay, now kiss. Now kiss." I'd just get very awkward, mate. Yes, he's only what's the legs? Yeah, that's it. The commode. Oh yes, because it's actually hard to saw the legs off. Yeah, and it's this great bit of irony that the country folk destroy an almost priceless bit of furniture, and the con man acting as a parson is going to be absolutely mortified that this has happened. Roald Dahl seemed to really like writing really dark stories of people getting their comeuppance. Did Hazy consider porn as a career choice? Incidentally, this week would have been Aidsy's 55th birthday. Just by the by. Yes, Celtic, have you thought about doing it? Sorry. God, my brain. It's just like, I feel like Celtic's trying to get me to say something questionable, and it's gonna work. I'm gonna say something questionable, without doubt. I mean, seriously. So, would I do porn? Well, obviously, it's got to be. Do I even want to go there? Oh shit! I've still got this. I'm looking. Remember when I got my mystery whiskey sampler that was not meant to have any doubles, and it had a double, and the same thing happened to you, Home for the Elderly. You got it, and yours had a double, and they said it wouldn't have a double, which was kind of annoying. You reckon you'd be awkward too, Celtic? Oh. It's funny. It's kind of like, people like, oh man, I'd like to get on with a porn star, whatnot. Oh my God, no, please, God, no. The fucking performance anxiety of getting it on with a porn star. Oh God, no, please, no, thank you. I don't want to do that. You have to blow 4 times in a row. You just got to take Viagra. Stay patang the whole time. You can fake through it. Oh, but I remember seeing this porno, and it was like a satire in the whole thing, but it had John Holmes, the famous 70s porn star, and the really weird joke that he's playing a soldier at one point, and it's like, Johnny Comes Marching Home is playing, and when he's doing the finishing shot, he has a water pistol, and he's been filling it with custard, and the money shot, he actually is just squirting custard all over this girl. It's so silly, and I think so much cocaine was involved in coming up with the ideas in this thing. But damn, it's a hell of a thing. So this is actually Victorian whiskey that I had 2 of. Batch 37 dark ale malt. Yes, single malt aged in barrels that had previously aged beer. And there is a really ale thing in there. Watching a vid from Girls Out West, oh dear. I remember seeing a couple of pornos way back in the 90s where the guy clearly couldn't get it up, so there's cutaways of someone else doing it, and I was thinking, why do they even bother with the cutaways? And I feel like, I reckon that guy paid money to be in a porno, and then he couldn't get it up, and that's why they did it. How many porn movies have I bought in my lifetime? Well, I've got these 2 VHS ones here. The big bag of DVDs, or the whole joke about Dr. Abigail seeing them, I didn't buy them. That was someone trying to. But I don't know, back in the 90s, half a dozen to a dozen, I think. Bear movie? Are you talking about Cocaine Bear, Safa? Or Paddington? Two ends of the spectrum with bear movies. I think Safa's either talking about Cocaine Bear or Paddington. One of those. A bear movie from a year or so ago. Was it Safa? You were talking about Cocaine Bear, or oh yes, or the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, because Winnie the Pooh entered the public domain, so someone did a slasher film with Winnie the Pooh. And I've not seen Cocaine Bear yet. I was kind of tempted to. A movie that was inspired by a tweet, because there was a real story where they said, I don't know, smugglers dropped cocaine out of a plane, and a bear ate a brick of cocaine and died. And someone tweeted like, oh, that story about the bear eating the cocaine. Yeah, oh, sure, the bear died, but for a brief moment there, the bear was the peak apex predator of all history. What? Not my dad's porn magazines because he never had it. My brother-in-law's though. He had classic 70s fucking Penthouse magazines. That was some class porn. If I was watching porn, it's like stuff I don't do, like, you know, threesomes or something. Because you know, I've had sex. So I don't need just sex, but yeah. But I swear to God, there's probably people have probably fucking scanned 70s Penthouse on the internet. You want to read the letters section from 70s Penthouse because holy shit. My memory of it is they're doing lots of drugs. There was way more man on man gay action happening than anyone was admitting to. And there was also just, well, stuff that both legal and morally is rape. There's no two ways about it. It was just awful, but it was just an accepted mainstream thing. I usually, what happens if I search 1970s Penthouse magazine archive? I'm just assuming, yes, archive.org has it. Holy shit. Really? Is there a scanner? There is. October 78. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna go to where there's any pictorials, but just look at the ad, okay? This is OJ Simpson. OJ Simpson doing shoe ads in the 70s. Oh my God. I wasn't expecting that. You remember the letters? This never happens to me. I'm going to stop sharing because I really don't want to get banned from YouTube. But that was funny to me. First thing I see is an OJ Simpson ad. Ads for stereo. Okay. Ads for stereo equipment. Ads for cameras. Ads for cars. Ads for Canadian whiskey. I'm not game to actually share these. An ad for the movie Midnight Express. Wow. Clamato, which is clam tomato juice. Ad for cigarettes. Lots of cartoons. God, I really want to do their feedback section. I don't think that's the sex stories. I think that was called Forum, if I remember. Ads for aftershave. Ads for very small men's underwear. Oh, Xavier Hollander, the advice columnist who was, she ran a brothel. Ad for cigarettes. Wow, lots of ads for turntables. Ad for Jim Beam Sour Mash. More, no, car stereo. Wow, so many ads for stereos. A feature article about science fiction making money. It's got a Star Wars illustration. An ad for cassettes. Memorex. Another cigarette ad. Oh, okay. you're getting the verbal description. There is a sci-fi porno pictorial in there. Wow, I'm just saying this would be popular with Trekkies. More sci-fi stuff. Wow, there is a lot of sci-fi stuff in this one. There's one about UFOs. I better not be. I just thought I might have accidentally been sharing this image. Damn. Okay. First, naked lady. Space is a welfare program for the technocrats. Nice. Oh, God. Now I found out that this is there. I really want to fucking read this in detail. There is so much sci-fi stuff in this issue. Can this be one of the most beautiful girls in the world? There are so many stereo ads, and a booze ad for Cointreau, Wild Turkey, Johnny Walker Scotch, Jim Beam. The ads are all for fucking stereos and booze. An ad for a radar detector for your car. Seriously. So many ads for booze, so many ads for stereos. This is a very sci-fi-ish issue too. Well, wait, was that a Leonard Nimoy interview? Fuck me, I am seriously gonna check this out properly. Oh yeah, the forum letters. You really can get girls through hypnotism. No, you can't, and if you could, you would be committing a crime. Condom ads. Oh God, they're cartoon. Oh, Wicked Wanda. And actual condom ads. Oh, now the back of it's all text and small ads. But more booze, more cigarette ads. God damn. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm seriously going to check this out another time. If I had to team up with a famous movie producer, who would it be? Jerry Bruckheimer. You like the look of the new Brad Pitt movie? He's dead now, Madam Butterfly. But if you're talking about any movie producer from history, Robert Evans, just because he was fucking crazy. Cocaine fool crazy, but ended up producing some of the movies of the 70s. So if we're just talking fantasy, yeah. Also, a weekend Coke bender with Robert Evans, how fucking good would that be? And Justin has landed. There you go. The miracles of modern technology. Okay, that was really weird. Just having had that random search and found out archive.org has all these Penthouse magazines scanned in. I'm super into it. I just want to read these. Oh, I think this is a 1971. Editor and publisher. Okay, January 1970. I reckon This would be very different to the end of the 70s. Ads for music. Posters. Marlboro's veritable orgy of posters for $1. Oh, yes, the forum section. Oh, my God, the cartridge tapes. An ad for cartridge tapes, the 8 tracks. My God. Ooh, join London's fabulous new penthouse clubs. What crazy stuff are they doing in here? What every creative person should know about writing for money. Rex Reed, the man who strips the stars bare, is at it again. Conversations in the Raw. Author of the best-selling Do You Sleep in the Nude? Wow, there you go. Lots of text. So far, like scrolling through this 1970 penthouse, lots and lots of text. Another ad for cassettes. Interview with Roy Innes, black nationalist. I swear to God, just as time capsules. An ad for pants, flared jeans from Lee. Cigarette ad. A text version of Oh Wicked Wanda. Okay, that's weird. A perfume ad. The only film magazine rated M. Okay. Okay, now I'm just going to tell you for free, and I'm not going to share it, but the pictures in this are way tamer than the pictures in the late 70s. So they progress. Wow, this is mostly text, honestly. It's quite fascinating to me, the difference from 1970 to 1979. The whole picture show about Las Vegas and showgirls. Okay, I'm literally probably going to spend a couple of hours going through these because just as time capsules, I find them amazing. Ooh, wait. Greet, drink, and be merry. Is this 1970s drinks guide? The best of spirits? Oh. Yes. Cocktails. Okay. Cocktails from the 1970s. So you're in Bob Evans' best movies when he was an exec, not even producing. Okay. You reckon he wasn't a producer for Love Story? He was a good talent for spotting movies. But okay, 1970s cocktails: Maiden's Prayer, gin, Cointreau, lemon juice, and orange juice. So equal parts gin and Cointreau, three jiggers. So it's like an ounce and a half gin, an ounce and a half Cointreau, half an ounce lemon juice, half an ounce orange juice. That might be okay. French 75, gin, lemon juice, sugar, and champagne. A Midnight Cowboy, Calvert Reserve, and cream. Don't know what Calvert Reserve, but cream cocktails are pretty gross. Hot Bombay Mary. Gin, tomato juice. Oh, God. Gross. A naked lady. Light rum, sweet vermouth, apricot brandy, grenadine, lemon juice. So that's like a rum Manhattan, but a little bit of apricot liqueur, a little bit of grenadine. Between the sheets. Rum, Grand Marnier, cognac, lemon juice. So that's equal. Their version of Between the Sheets is equal parts rum, orange liqueur, cognac, and lemon juice. Super tempted. A Flying Nun, scotch and scotch and milk. Fuck me. Scotch and milk. It's literally just, this recipe is just scotch, sugar, and milk. What the fuck? Yes, I know. Kissinger was at his height in the 70s. This is Penthouse Fidelity. But like I said, I'm just marveling in the difference between 1970 and 1979. Like the pictorials aren't even in 1970 aren't even full frontal, where by the late 70s, it was fairly renowned for being much more graphic than other girly magazines. But it certainly wasn't in 1970. I swear to God, I'm going to lose so many hours. No, oh, God, Celtic, Kissinger porn. Ah, that Kissinger naked would be enough to turn me off sex for life, honestly. Oh God, now he's a big collection. Wow, this times are randomly 91, 65, 91, 80. Oh, they've got an episode. I don't want to download a PDF. No, thank you. Oh my God, though. Just as, like this shit, just as time capsules is fucking wild. But the Internet Archive. I did not know. Content may be inappropriate. Certainly may be. Okay, what were they doing by 19? Ads for MasterCard? They're just ads for stereos and booze and cars and cigarettes and now boots. Motorcycles and cigarettes and booze and boots. They're so big on boots. And cigarettes and booze. And another radar detector. They're very big on ads for radar detectors. Booze. Ooh, baldness treatment. Cigarettes. Stereos. Cigarettes. Ooh, Dynamic article. American justice is a crime. Cigarette ads. Naked ladies. Car ads. I think that's fiction. And naked ladies. Actually, lots of pages. Oh, the Vietnam Veterans Advisor. I forgot that was a thing they had for a long time. Specifically catering to Vietnam veterans. Ooh, interview with a mafia wife. Wow, a feature on John Candy. Wowzers. Some satire, cigarette ads, baldness again. Wait, what's this? Sorry, there was something on booze. The American Spirit. Another, I'm literally, besides looking at the naked ladies, I'm going to trawl these old Penthouse magazines for cocktails. Yeah, naked ladies, car ads, naked ladies doing car ads. But I'm going to scour these for cocktail things too. There's so many cartoons in the Penthouse magazines. Ooh, game reviews. Ooh, I love, there's an ad for home video. Join the CBS Video Club. Choose between Star Wars, Porky's, Sophie's Choice on Golden Pond. Another baldness ad. Their Oh Wicked Wonder replacement, Sweet Chastity. I want to go to the 70s ones that had all the drug paraphernalia ads. Oh, yes. Order porn videos to get sent to your home. The back of the magazine's like classified, smaller black and white ads. An X-rated watch. Okay, you know what? I think... Okay, we need to look at this. Okay. Celtic going to bed. Good night. My dad smoked heaps and died from lung cancer. All right. Let's work out what an X-rated watch is. What is an X-rated ad? Okay. Quality LCD chronograph chronometer. One touch turns into an explicit animated X-rated movie. Okay. A man and a woman meeting, undressing, performing explicit sexual acts, accompanied by rhythmic throbbing can. I want one of these watches so badly. So badly. For $49.50. Oh my God. That's just the best. There you go. I wanted to know what an X-rated ad is. X-rated watch. Now I know. That is a trip. And it closes off with another booze ad and another cigarette ad. But still. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting question. 1984. Let's look it up. $50. We go to an inflation calculator. Inflation calculator. Not Australia. We want America. It's an American one. Okay. So we're going to say 50 $50 in what year was that? 1984. $50 in 1984. Oh, what the fuck? Come on. 1984 to now calculate $150. I would I pay $150 for a shitty LCD watch that had a shitty pixel porn on it? Yes. Yes, I would. Madam Butterfly, I can maybe guess what's on your mind. But in real terms, I think mind reading would be a fucking curse. Would be terrible. If I could switch it off, if people's thoughts were just being at me, that would be intolerable. But if I could go, okay, just now I want to read that person's mind, that would be okay. You know, it's 200. You're not that far off. It's like $150. Would I pay $150 for a weird LCD watch that had a bizarre pixely sex thing on it? I mean, yes. Just for the weirdness. And it's very, very goddamn. Was it made in China? Excellent question. I'm not sure they'd even say where it was made. They probably don't say where it's made. You got to send your money to Rokonoma, New York. No, they don't say where it's made. Probably somewhere. It's got a melody chrono alarm too, so you know. Freaking bonus. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, been here a couple of days. I'm going to have a teeny taste of this brandy liqueur. All right. When was the last time I had chicken noodles? Very, very, very long time ago. I think I need to retop this up with some more brandy. I think the apples have been absorbing the brandy. Chicken noodles. Oh my God, I swear to God. Thinking like, oh, I need to go back to Dan Murphy's and get some cheap brandy for making stuff like that. Last time I was in Dan Murphy's, I was so friggin' tempted. The stuff they had on clearance. There was a couple. Probably my biggest temptation was the upmarket Maker's Mark bourbon. It was like $20 odd off. And I was like, that's a really good price. Yeah, we haven't had any fucking breakdowns in bandwidth tonight, Safa, so that's a bonus. Oh my God, that's already really yummy. Oh, fuck yeah. I reckon that's going to be even better in give it a week or so and then maybe put it in the barrel for a while. Frickin' yum. That's fucking good. Was Mrs. Angry's kid here last Friday? Yeah, he was. He's basically here on the nights I'm streaming. Is the short version, because he's out there doing stuff, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to live stream then, rather than sitting. And when he's not here, Mrs. Angry and I watch TV, which is why I'm not streaming on those nights. So yeah, that's the hot tip. If I'm not streaming, I'm probably doing a date night, going out, or watching TV with Mrs. Angry. But now what's it? It's 5:02. I feel like I've survived. I was very interestingly distracted. Actually, because they kept publishing. Okay. Again, I'm not going to show it, but how different. There's a 2008 penthouse. Like, I don't think I've seen a penthouse since the early 80s. And this one's got a calendar in it. That's tasteful. Oh, I was about to say, they're not super graphic. Oh, apart from December. That's that was a calendar. Okay, I thought that was a magazine. Oh, it says calendar. I'm a goddamn idiot. So just before bed. 2000s penthouse. 80s. Honestly, I think 70s is the good stuff. Right. Okay. 2002. What's it like in 2002? Horny goat weed, erectile stuff. Okay, yeah. Okay, booze ad. Online casino ad. It's like an online dating thing. Ad for DVDs. Wow, still selling DVDs in 2002. Of course, why not? And of course, naked ladies. No surprise that they're doing stuff with naked ladies. Okay, they also have jokes in here. I feel like I want to get into some of the jokes and seeing if I find any of them funny. But I'm just flipping through stuff at the moment. Yeah, more ads for DVDs. Who's Dave Attell? He's a comedian. Okay. Men's Health. Well, that's a positive. More naked ladies. It's going to do a 67% of women say they're unhappy with the size of their lover's penis. Damn. Article on boxing. Wow, there is actually some really graphics. Wow. Okay. So in 2002, they were even more graphic than they were in the 70s. There you go. Jokes. I'm definitely going to have to try some of the jokes. God, Tales of the Taliban. Okay. Lots of ads for phone sex. Lots of ads for phone sex. Good Lord. Well, there you go. I feel edified. 2002, peak DVD era. Okay, a penthouse joke. Before going to bed, because I didn't have it, like I was literally just flicking through a low resolution. I didn't have it at high enough resolution to read a joke. I'm probably going to stop halfway and go, yeah, I'm not going to say that. All right, where was the jokes page? Okay, there's a page called oh no, what the fuck? The Joke Man. This month's crop of zappers, snappers, one-line knee slappers from the comic cosmos of Jackie Marling. Harry hobbles into a bar on a crutch. He has 2 black eyes and a bloody lip. The bartender says, "What the hell happened to you?" Harry says, "The guy next door did this." Bartender says, "Must have some kind of weapon in his hand." Harry says, "Yeah, a tire iron." Bartender says, "Didn't you have anything in your hand?" Harry says, "Yeah, his wife's left tit. It's beautiful, but not much good in a fight." Is that a joke? There are 2 flies on a cow's ass. Which one's on drugs? The one sniffing the crack. These are not very funny. Cop pulls a guy over for speeding, asks to see his license. Guy says, "I don't have one." Got suspended when I got my 5th DWI, driving while under the influence. Cop says, "Let me see your registration." Guy says, "Not my car. I stole it. But come to think of it, I saw the registration in the glove compartment when I was putting my gun in there. That's where I put it after I shot and killed the woman who owns the car. Then I stuffed her in the trunk." The cop immediately calls his captain. The car's quickly surrounded by police. Captain approaches the driver to get a handle on the situation. The captain says, "May I see your license?" Guy says, "Sure." Captain says, "Whose car is this?" Guy says, "It's mine, officer. Here's the registration." Captain says, "Could you slowly open your glove compartment so I can see if there's a glove in it?" Guy says, "Yes, sir, but there's no gun in it." Captain looks. There's no gun. Captain says, "Would you mind opening your trunk? I was told there's a body in it." Guy says, "No problem." He opens the trunk. There's no body. Captain says, "I don't understand it. The officer who stopped you said you told him you didn't have a license, had stolen the car, had a gun in the glove compartment, and a dead body in the trunk." The guy says, "Oh, yeah, he said I was speeding too." Wah, wah. Yeah, no more. Oh, dear. They're not good. If I find a good one, I'll tell you, because I'm now fascinated with these little cultural icons. But I'm going to bed now. Well, that was something I wasn't expecting to do tonight, but we did it. So that's a thing. So, yeah, okay. I'll be back on Thursday, most probably. And it's not date night this week. So it might even be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Tomorrow night, got to watch The Last of Us and who knows what else. But Sleepy Bobo's... Oh, yes. And I did deliberately get 2 cherries as well. Hey, cherry, bedtime. Madame Butterfly, who's a bad influence on co-workers, went home, watched TV, was watching a movie. She was watching TV screensaver. I did have a Minecraft night one night that involved mushrooms. You know, in other words, I had like a pasta Alfredo, and the TV was on, and I spent an hour just going, "Fuck is this? Wait, I vaguely recognize that guy's face. Is this a movie? What the fuck?" I just spent an hour or 2 just staring at the TV screen going, "Fuck is going on?" All because of the pasta Alfredo. Anyway, going to bed. See you another time. Bye.
You are totally fucked up!